I've long believed in the synergies between women's college basketball and the WNBA. When we started the WNBA, for example, we put the league in the summer in part, large part to get better television, but in part to not compete with women's college basketball. So the notion here is that the women's game has a year-round window, a year-round visibility. And then number two, there's no early entry into the WNBA. You've got a collective bargaining provision that says players have to be a minimum of 22 years old before they can come to the league. So as a result, these star players stay in school, they develop as athletes, they develop as adults, and now that they've got NIL opportunities, they actually have an opportunity to make some money. In some cases, lots of it, particularly for the top players, as we've learned. So, you know, it's a natural, at least to me, it always has been, that there should be this interconnectedness between college basketball and the pros. And then the last piece of it is, of course, the national team. We've got players coming from college to the pro. The best of them are playing on Team USA. And, you know, I'm proud to have been a part of that effort back in the mid-90s when we won a gold medal in the Atlanta Games. And now when we go into next summer in Paris, they'll be going for their 8th consecutive gold medal. And all of those players, again, have been through this progression. They've been high school stars, played in college basketball, and then played in the WNBA at the highest level. So, you know, the more that we can reinforce those connections, to market around it, to promote it, to celebrate it, I think it's just, you know, it just makes for a better outcome for the women's game in general.
Yeah, and it's a long year too of tremendous coverage for basketball,
Exactly.
tremendous basketball.
Yeah.
96 Atlanta was a crazy year for women in the Olympics. Do you feel like looking ahead to Paris 2024, that's kind of another way to elevate not just women in sports more, but the collegiate game in a way?
Yeah, in a way, but I think to your point about, it is great, the Olympics, there's no bigger global platform than the Olympic Games. And we've seen tremendous growth there on the women's side. Now women are roughly half of the athletes that compete at that level. And that wasn't always so. I mean, if you go back 50 years or probably 25 years, it's a much lower percentage. So we have that tremendous window every 4 years in the case of the Summer Games, 4 years in the case of the Winter Games. These athletes are amazing. You know, Olympic basketball is a tremendous event. Team USA has dominated in the which is good for us. I would like to see the world get a little stronger, like it has in soccer, so we can have some real competitions at the national team level. But you know, next summer, you're right, Paris should be just an amazing event to look forward for female athletes of all kinds and from all countries.
One more question. You're around basketball all the time. Are you ever jonesing to put up some shots?
Oh, I would love to play more than I do now, which is never. I love to, you know, if I had a ball and a hoop, I would just sort of, you know, shoot and think and just kind of unwind for as long as they would let me, you know, stay in the gym there. I don't play very much anymore. Actually, the last time I played seriously, I jammed my finger. You can see I've got a scar right now. I had to get my finger repaired there, so that was a bummer. But I love the game. It's been very good to me, and been to quite a few games in my life, so I feel like I'm very at home on a basketball court here.
Yes.
And just have nothing but great things to say about everything it does for so many young people and older people alike in our country. So I'm the big fan.
Big fan. Actually, this leads me to one more question. We lost an amazing coach, Tosh, and here is a day of unity too, and people gearing up for the season. So for you, getting that news, first of all, sorry for the loss, and second of all, processing that and moving forward, do you feel like that puts in perspective, you know, the brevity of life and kind of the importance of having fun with the sport of basketball?
Every day is a gift. I mean, so the answer to your question is absolutely. I mean, very sad news for Georgetown, for Coach Butts' family and her loved ones. You know, we were aware, you know, of the situation, but to still get the call from Lee Reed, the athletics director at Georgetown, was a blow, and they're processing it. I think you know, Darnell's going to, you know, he has a tough situation to walk into there, but he seems up to the challenge of that. And we've indicated it's a little bit early to say what the tribute plans will be, but we've told Georgetown that we're with them. Whatever it is that they think is appropriate, we plan to do to honor her memory, and also to help other women who are, when they're confronted with the realities of this terrible disease, making sure they know what to do, where to go, how they can best help themselves. Is now it takes on renewed importance when something like this happens to someone that you're associated with. So
Absolutely.
It's a very sad day for all of us.
It is. Well, Val Ackerman, I so appreciate your time for the next, and good luck with everything that you're up to. It's awesome to watch and be part of, so thank you.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. Thank you.